Hello, welcome to today's show, this evening show. Support, support, support. That's what this show is about. Well, the first issue at hand I would like to discuss voting. No comment, no comment. That's my final say. No comment on voting. Next issue at hand, we're going to talk about forgive. Okay? Okay. Today's show from support is about forgive. I didn't talk to my mother for 20 years. 20 years. And we started to talk for a year before the 20 years because for 20 years, I didn't know how to talk. I did not know how to express my hurt about my own mother. So I chose to not talk, not have a voice. It caught up with me. My brother died, and then my mother had to live without love and support. And we both needed one another. I leaned in one direction, she leaned in another direction. But she still ended up needing love and support. And I had to forgive her. Do I go on not talking? No, that wasn't the answer. I had to learn to communicate. Something that I really, really had to do with her. And I had to start off by forgiving her for all the things that was done to me. I completely let it go and forgave her. Then I had to learn the South. I had to forgive myself. I had to forgive myself and realize I was violating the South. I didn't know it because where I'm from, which is up north, you say what you want, you do what you want, and you handle things the way you want. The South taught me I cannot do that in their state. Respect the South. And I had to learn that one. And I'm glad I learned it. And they taught me a great lesson. Respect the South. I had to start off by being humble. Up north where I'm from, we're bold. We're bold. And I did not know how to be humble. Humble in so many words, kiss your butt. Well, I had to learn to humble my ways. And I humble my ways by toning down my tone of voice. The next thing I had to learn to do is talk brief. Talk brief. Be truthful, but be brief. The third thing I had to learn is get permission and consent. What that mean was I would go to church and wear what I want. Because up north where I'm from, you wear and you dress appropriately, flashy and bold. Well, the church world taught me I couldn't do that. So I had to change the way I dress to go to church. And get permission to go to church. Couldn't go to church like the way I did up north, but down here, I had to learn to get consent when to come to church and how to dress when I come to church. I couldn't just go to church because I was in the South. I had to get permission, what service to go to, and how to dress. And I understood why, because they were teaching me to respect the South. Last and least, reflection for today. We are afraid of failure and also afraid of success. With success comes a responsibility to self and to others. We can best handle success by turning to our higher power with gratitude. We may also be we may also be afraid of falling on our face again. What will people think? We may feel we need to live up to some image, but we do not. Even if we do stumble and fall, and ultimately we will be given the strength to once again pick ourselves up. We will gain more humility. We will learn from our failing, and we will become stronger and more capable. And that's what I learned. As much as I have been through in my life, I owe to me the world. The world needs to know how we have to learn to respect diversity. I had to learn how to do that. And how do you learn how to do that when you don't get no help? And the help that I had to get was from different people and different resources in different ways. So there is no one set way of living. No matter how much my mom had put me through, I learned there were other ways of living and learning. And there were other ways how I could handle my pain and hurt. And a lot of it was coping skills. Coping skills taught me how to survive. Like I would exercise to make myself go to sleep. The other thing I would do was make love with my husband. That's what else put me to sleep. What else I needed was love from my children. That's what else kept me going. Love and nurturing. The other thing I had to learn to do, tone of voice. Wow, my tone of voice was a real issue for me because I was aggressive and bold. You know, that's just the way I was, but I couldn't get nowhere. I kept falling on my face over and over again because I had the wrong tone, wrong approach, and I had to learn and still learning. And I'm grateful for the support that people helped me with. And it was getting help, getting on the right medication, going to groups, listening to other people who were struggling in different ways. And we cannot learn. I did not learn this all by myself. This was years. Because that's the way I had to learn. Because at the end of the day, I am a mixed girl. Half black, half white, and hood because of my husband. And I have a lot of wisdom. But if I don't take my medication, if I don't talk in the right tone, if I don't get sleep, it would just hurt myself. I would not get nowhere in life. Not sharing my information with nobody is wrong. Not communicating is wrong. And learning the difference between the North and the South. The one thing I learned, I grew. I grew because I had to learn. And you got to learn to get back up and try again. Even when it's hard. Even when you're by yourself. Even when your family is not with you. Still get back up. And I got back up today. They may ridicule me. They may talk about me. But my heart, that they can't stop. My determination can't stop. Because too many people have paved the way for me. And I am grateful for the people that paved the way for me. And the one thing about learning in life, don't give up. Because the one thing that I will not do is give up. Diversity is the key. It is not no one set way. No, it's not. I am living proof of that. And the one thing I have to learn, you have to give back. If you don't give back to the younger generation, we're hurting. We're hurting more than growing because we don't know how to teach the younger generation. And that is getting out of your comfort zone. Even myself, with my own kids, I have to get out of my comfort zone to learn their way. And the one thing that I'm not afraid of is making mistakes. I'm not afraid of trying again. And the one thing about trying again, you will learn. You will get better with time. You will learn how to communicate. You will know how to be truthful. Because the one thing nobody can take from me, I know how to be real. And I know how to tell the truth. It's just that I have to get permission. I cannot be on social media when I want in the South. I cannot leave the South and go up north and do what I want, like my mom wanted me to do. I had to learn it's permission, it's respect, it's time. And that's what I have learned these years of being down here in the South. There are good privileges and not so good privileges. But at the end of the day, I got a heartbeat. I got hair on my hair. I got red earrings. And I can be fly in my own way. And that's what I can do. Because at the end of the day, it's about being true. And it's about being real. And that's who Kenyatta Delgado is. At the end of the day, it's about being truthful and real. Thanks for letting me share. Thanks for watching. Support, 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 support. Have a great evening. Kenyatta Delgado. Support.